The letter slammed into my hand like a slap across the face. Pay $2,000 a month in rent or get evicted. For the house I bought cash 3 years ago. My own damn house. I stood there on my front porch, heart hammering so loud I could hear it over the birds chirping and the lawnmower humming 2 doors down. What the hell is this, Karen? I ripped it open again just to make sure I wasn't hallucinating. HOA letterhead, big bold letters. Rent due immediately. Signed by her, Karen Mitchell, the queen bee of our homeowners association, who had been gunning for me ever since I refused to paint my mailbox her approved shade of beige. My hands shook. I could smell the fresh cut grass from the yard I mowed myself that morning mixed with the bitter coffee still on my breath. This wasn't a fine. This wasn't a warning. This was straight up theft. I stormed inside, slamming the door so hard the pictures rattled on the wall. "Brian, you idiot," I muttered to myself. "You thought buying your dream home meant you were finally free. Not with these people in charge." I called my buddy Mike across the street. He picked up on the first ring. "Dude, did you get one of these rent letters too?" His voice cracked. "No man, but I heard Karen at the last meeting muttering about how some properties need to start paying their fair share." Fair share? I own this place outright. No mortgage.
No loan.
The next day, I marched straight to the HOA office, which was just Karen's garage turned command center. She was there sipping her iced latte like she owned the world. "Brian," she said with that fake sweet smile. "So nice to see you. We sent you the notice. The board voted. The land under your home is technically association maintained, so you owe rent now." I laughed out loud. A short, bitter laugh that echoed off the concrete floor. "You've got to be kidding me, Karen. I paid $200,000 for this house. You can't just decide it's rental property." She leaned back, crossing her arms. "Rules are rules, Brian. Pay up or we start the eviction process." My blood boiled hotter than the afternoon sun beating down outside. I could hear neighbors whispering from their driveways, kids' bikes screeching to a stop as they stared. The smell of her vanilla candle made me want to gag. This was personal. She had been waiting for this moment ever since I called her out for wasting our dues on her fancy holiday party. I didn't sleep that night. Tossed and turned, listening to the clock tick like a countdown to disaster. Every creak in the house felt like it was laughing at me. By morning I had a lawyer on speed dial. Sarah Thompson. Tough as nails. She read the letter over the phone and let out a low whistle. "This is insane, Brian. They're trying to charge you rent for your own deed. We file today. Motion for emergency hearing. Court will shut this down fast." The hearing came quicker than I expected. 3 days later, we were in front of Judge Harlan in a packed courtroom that smelled like old wood polish and nervous sweat. Karen showed up in her power suit, looking smug as ever, flanked by 2 board members who wouldn't meet my eyes. "Your Honor," she started. "The association has the right to assess fees for common areas." My lawyer cut in smooth and sharp. "Common areas? Your Honor, Mr. Clear title. No liens. No disputes. This is extortion dressed up as policy." The judge flipped through the papers, his eyebrows shooting up. He looked at Karen. "Ma'am, you seriously sent a rent demand for a paid-off single-family home?" Karen stammered for the first time. "Well, the bylaws." Judge Harlan cut her off. "Bylaws don't override property law." Motion granted. Case dismissed. You owe Mr. In fact, the court is ordering the HOA to reimburse any legal fees and pay a $5,000 penalty for this frivolous action. Karen's face went white, then red, then purple. The courtroom gasped. I let out a long, shaky breath I didn't know I was holding. Victory tasted like sweet cold water after a marathon. But it wasn't over.
Not yet.
Turns out Karen had been pulling this on 3 other homeowners, quietly skimming cash to cover her own gambling debts. My lawyer dug it up in discovery. The board turned on her in a heartbeat. Neighbors who once sided with her started flooding the next meeting with complaints. I showed up too. Stood up in front of everyone and said it plain. We pay dues for sidewalks and streetlights, not someone's private piggy bank. The room erupted. Karen tried to defend herself, but her voice cracked. The vote was unanimous. She was out. Removed as president. Forced to pay back every dime she stole. I watched her pack up her little office in the garage that same evening. The sun was setting, painting everything golden, but her face was pure defeat. She wouldn't look at me. Just loaded boxes into her trunk and drove off without a word. Karma, baby. You tried to take what wasn't yours and it all came crashing down. Now I sit on my porch every morning, coffee in hand, watching the kids ride bikes and the neighbors wave like normal people again. The house feels lighter. Really mine. No more letters. No more threats. I sigh deep and smile because I know what this fight taught me. Don't let the Karens of the world push you around. Stand your ground. Get the right help. And when the court slams the gavel down fast, justice isn't just a word.
It's real.
It hits hard and it sets you free. If you're dealing with an out-of-control HOA right now, hear this. You're not alone. Fight smart. Fight hard. The system works when good people refuse to roll over. I got my home back. My peace back. And Karen? She's gone.
Bitter end and all.
That's the kind of story I love telling because it ends with the little guy winning every single time.